So this is my 14-inch MacBook Pro that's running a beta version of macOS 27, or Golden Gate. A lot of features in this update also apply to Apple's other platforms, iPadOS, iOS, watchOS, all the OSs. So if you see my last two videos, this one will look very similar. I actually installed macOS 27 on day 1, which is not recommended on a main device, but it's been pretty smooth so far. Okay, I'll start with the new Mac features. App windows now have consistent corners across every app. Before, some apps have sharper corners, and some had rounder ones, and it wasn't very Apple-like. Now, every app corner has the same radii, and I believe developers don't even have to update their app. Here's 3 app corners next to each other. It doesn't look consistent, but they do align perfectly. And I should mention that the Mickey Mouse pointer is back. Alright, the sidebar now sits edge to edge with the app window. No more floating effect, and the apps look nicer. This also applies to iPadOS. You can resize it, and there's some frosted transparency. In music, when I scroll through albums or playlists, the artwork gets blurred in the sidebar, and you can see how much frosted it is compared to the music player. So the menu bar receives some updated icons. The first one I noticed is the new Ethernet one, which only shows up if you're using a wired connection. But I still have Wi-Fi enabled for unlocking with the Apple Watch. Battery is new, and it looks bigger since that border is gone. A few other ones I saw was Siri, Display, and VPN. Some of them have the old icon under settings, but the new ones appear in the menu bar. Swipe down to refresh is now on Mac, and it works in Safari, Mail, News, and more. So in Safari, when you swipe down, you'll see a loading indicator, and when you let go, it'll refresh the page. I probably won't use it as much because I'm more of a keyboard shortcut person. Command R does the same thing. Support for external displays is getting better in macOS 27. You get higher resolutions and higher refresh rates, especially on an ultra-wide display. And if you use external displays on a regular basis, macOS keeps track of which app windows belong on which display. So if your apps are arranged like this on the go, it'll switch to your at-home layout as soon as you connect it to a monitor. Sidecar also received a small update with better touch controls. You can now tap, scroll, and drag things around with your finger just like you would with a mouse. Maybe a sneak peek for a touchscreen Mac. Safari is getting a new feature called the Scribe extension. When you're on a web page and you click on the 3 lines, you'll see a new option. A window will appear showing you some examples of what you can make. I'll keep it simple. I like something for videos and picture-in-picture. Safari will then offer you some extensions that are already on the App Store, but I'll click on Create. Now I have a new icon in the toolbar, and if I watch a video on YouTube and click on it, the extension works. And same thing on Twitch. These extensions will sync across other devices, and you can create them on iPad and iPhone. We're getting 3 new features for iPhone mirroring. The biggest one is resizing the app window. Before, there were 3 preset sizes: small, actual, and large. Resizing only works with first-party apps for now, but it looks like they turn into iPad apps. Or maybe another sneak peek at the folding iPhone Ultra. The other features include access to Control Center and DRM video support. macOS 27 is only compatible with Apple Silicon Macs. So if you're using an Intel Mac, you either need to stick with macOS 26 or upgrade to a newer Mac. Rosetta 2 can still be installed on this version, and those older apps will still run, but you get a little warning for now. This will be the final macOS version to support Intel-based Macs. These next features are also on iPadOS and iOS, so I'll quickly go over them again. If you're interested in those videos, I'll leave them in the cards and link them in the description box below. Liquid Glass is getting some refinements. Some icons have a new look, and there's more readability throughout the system. You'll also find a new slider under Settings, Appearance. Now you can make it ultra clear, more tinted, or anything in between. There's a new wallpaper under Settings, and it's the same one found on iPad and iPhone. It's just called macOS Beta for now, and I'm guessing Apple will add a landscape version just like the previous OSs. You get automatic, light, and dark. Faster performance is always a good thing. I'm still using the M1 Pro chip, and there aren't any speed issues. It's been a surprisingly smooth beta. AirDrop transfers will be faster, loading web pages in Safari, and browsing through network files. Child safety is also coming to Mac. macOS is a little more open compared to the other platforms, but it should work the same way. Kids will need to ask parents for permission when browsing the web, and sensitive content will automatically get filtered. There's even time allowances for app categories like games and entertainment apps. Siri is a lot better, and you'll have the same experience no matter what device you use. On Mac, Command Space brings up the new Siri Spotlight, and you can search for apps and files, or click the microphone and start talking. How many ounces of water should I drink per day? If my water bottle is 34 ounces, how many times do I need to refill it? Unlike iPadOS, the conversation window can be moved around while you multitask. There's also a dedicated Siri app that syncs your past conversations. Visual Intelligence is now on macOS. Of course, there's no camera app or Apple Pencil support, but it does work on screenshots. What is this? Some other features include Describe a Shortcut, which is similar to Safari Extensions. Photos is getting more tools like Reframe, Extend, and an upgraded Cleanup. AirPods has a new UI under Settings, and there's finally a custom EQ. And Safari has Notify Me, so it can watch a website and alert you when there's a price drop or item restock. macOS 27 is more of a snow leopard update. It's the little things that add up to a better Mac experience. Let me know what's your favorite feature in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you'll be notified when I post new videos. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!